1 minute late. My apologies. I was listening to Max yap about Panda Express and was a little too locked in. So my bad. I don't even have a cam. 9:09. Hey, we're live. It's 9:09 and we're live. We're on lock. I need to try and find camera. Guys, if there's a public traffic camera where you are, and you know that, oh, here's one, and it's not even in rain. Wow. Oh, did we find one? Man, how's it going, everyone? Interrogation Files, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Sorry, I'm not set up yet. I was just listening to Max talk about Panda Express, and I'm overly locked in. Did he already raid too? Oh my lord. It's chalked. It's over. We're screwed. We're toast. Don't even have everything set up. DLC's not working. I know. I don't have a camera in there yet. I'm still pulling stuff up. I was also listening to the Panda Express Fest, if you will. But yeah, we do still have 30, or not 30. What in the world? 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. All of which are in Texas besides one, which is in Louisiana. So we'll be here probably for a while until more of these warnings are allowed to expire. Apricot Rose, thanks so much for a $10 super chat. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Ann. Welcome in, Skylar. Ooh. And Bob. Ow. And now we're locked in. Oh, I messed something up again. Alright, now we're locked in. And I still need to find a cam. Hey. Oh, come on, Nightbot. Everyone spam L Nightbot in the chat, but don't actually, because you get banned. How's it going, Lisa? How's it going, Lucas? How's it going, Tim? How's it going, JT? Welcome in to the Thunderstorm watch party. Could be the Bats watch party, but the Bats are already gone, unfortunate. How's it going, Justin? How's it going, Brandon? How's it going, Justice? When are the max kick velocities coming out? Dude, I still need to finish the max kick velocities, unfortunately. Still working on the max kick velocities. Oh, please tell me these cams work. No, they don't. Alright, let's see if New York cams work. New York cams are in fact not loading, bro. I'm gonna need to put the fries in the bag. That camera's terrible. Alright, I'll look for a camera later. Guys, we just hit 20,500 subscribers. Max Raid, welcome in. Yeah, guys, we do still have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. One is up here. It's going to slowly work its way into Killeen, Texas, which this area has seen about as much hail as you want to see an entire lifetime today. But unfortunately, they still get to keep looking at hail. I would imagine we're probably going to get a larger severe thunderstorm warning for this storm because it does look like this whole system is capable of producing hail. Looks like we also just got an upgrade somewhere in Texas. Ah, yes, up here near Amarillo. Which one is it? GR2 is telling me there's a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, but I do not see a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. In fact, I don't even see a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. So big chillin' in that regard. How's it going, Charlie? You've been a great addition to Max's channel. We appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you guys. We're continuing the Yap Fest. Look at that. Did I not just circle that, or did I circle that? Because I feel like I circled that. Let's order a pizza. I already have pizza. I have 2 pizzas over there. You have a face light? Oops. I do. You gonna go chasing with Max someday? If Max decides to leave the plains, yes. Guys, we're working on VLC. I'm still waiting to get a good camera to put there. I have someone looking for one. When are we getting 8 free pizzas? I want 8 free pizzas. Where are you finding 8 free pizzas? Nice drawing techniques. Thank you, thank you. I'm blinded by the light. No, I am blinded by the light. Trust. Alabama, basically nothing going on in Alabama. I don't even see a shower in Alabama. All of this, by the way, I don't think is going to produce a tornado. There is going to be convection over here eventually that I think does actually have an increased tornado threat. I think it's a 2% risk right now. Like I said earlier on Max's stream, I probably would have a 5% risk for that region. It's not the greatest setup I've ever seen, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's Texas and Oklahoma at 4 a.m. It's going to produce a tornado. I can't even find a single camera that's in rain. Jana, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It makes me feel less bad about people when I see Nightbot torturing people besides me. Dude, Nightbot needs to chill. I have Nightbot on, like, chill out mode. And Nightbot is far from chilling out. DFW, you guys are in a slight risk tomorrow. Not actually a slight risk. You guys are just outside the slight risk. You're in a marginal risk. So thanks so much for the $20 super chat. $20 for 200,000. Way to go. Glad you are teaming with Max to infinity and beyond. Yes, sir. That's the goal. I guess yes, ma'am. Not, sir. Once again, guys, all donations that go to this channel will go right back in the channel. I'm looking at purchasing plenty expensive $600 cell router for storm chasing probably sometime in the next few days. So all your donations over the next 2-3 days are going to go right to that cell router. But hey, got to provide the best stream possible, right? I was Ohio tomorrow. I have a track meet. Ohio, you're in a marginal risk. Shouldn't have any lightning. LB Alex, thanks so much for becoming a 2% channel member. Cell router or engine? Both. Bonded cell router? Yeah. Hello, Chris. Courtney, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Where's Caleb? I don't know. Caleb's probably doing homework still. Starlink 2? Yeah, I already have Starlink on my car, actually. Guys, here's the her. Boza, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Send it to me on Twitter at Simco12WX. So these are our region of storms, or these are this is the region of storms we have in Texas right now. It is producing our widespread hail. We can see that we have another region of storms pop up in Oklahoma late tonight. This moves into Arkansas, but then pretty quickly diminishes into the morning hours. Oh my lord. Guys, we need W's in the chat for Say Maurice with the $100 super chat. 100. 100 W's in the chat for him. Or for them. Yeah, there we go, Will. More W's. We need more W's. I need to see Nightbot timing people out. Actually go back and look at the 0Z her and take a wow. 0Z her screams massive convective system tomorrow, basically in our entire slight risk, which looks like this, by the way. 2% tornado risk and a slight risk for wind and hail in that region. No way, bro. Interrogation files. Guys, we need 400 W's in the chat now for a $400 super chat from interrogation files. Bro. Well, I guess the cell router's paid off for my lord, guys. That took... How long have we been live? It took 10 minutes. And I guess we're buying a cell router tonight. Thank you so much for the $400 super chat. Dalton, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Randomly call Max at 4 a.m. Max has me on silence. He wouldn't hear me. Hey, now we need people spammed out by Nightbot. By the way, we'll gritty at the end of the stream again. We'll gritty at the end of streamer when there's 0 severe thunderstorm warnings. But we will gritty. Guys, we did just actually hit 400 W's in the chat. The chat rate right now is 423. I think Max just sent us a cam, but I need him to tell me the location of the cam. Gritty like me? Yeah, guys, you should see my dad gritty. Maybe we'll do that instead. You can see him gritty because he's pretty good at it. Ethan, thanks so much for becoming a 5% channel member. All right, Max sent us a stream. See if it works. And it's minuscule, W. All right, now it fits. And the name's too big. Now it fits. Little bit of live production. Alright, did I miss anything while I was doing that? I didn't. Is Colleen gonna get hit again? Unfortunately, more than less likely there will be another storm headed into Colleen with $half and or ping pong ball sized hail within the next few hours. Can you look real quick? Yeah, I will. Let me pull it up. I don't think that was a tornado. I think that was a cinnamon bun though. So that's basically a mesocyclone and or area of turbulence associated with a storm. It was rotating or did have some sort of motion to it. So it's rotation, but not a tornado. Sylvia, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. W means just like win. I don't know. That's good. And how's the weather in Huntsville, Alabama tomorrow and on Saturday? Well, let's take a look. Here's the her. Zoom into Alabama, which for some reason it only has a south option for. So let me switch to this. Time is in the upper left-hand corner. This time is in Central Time. Tomorrow night you are going to have a QLCS or MCS, probably more QLCS, move through the area, and then scattered showers through Sunday morning, but they should be, or Saturday morning, but they should be mostly out of the way by noonish on Saturday. Is that Caleb? How's it going, Caleb? There's nothing going on in Sri Lanka. This radar tower is down. I keep forgetting that. Nathan, I am. Dallas, tonight you guys are on the edge of our slight risk that we have later on tonight for wind and hail. There's a chance you may get in on some of that severe weather, but not the most likely. I do think this warning will be allowed to expire pretty soon. They'll probably reissue this one, though. Anything for Lucky Landing? Lucky Landing, you're chilling. Is Lucky Landing even in the game right now? Vera, thanks so much for the $0 super chat. Almost just accidentally put someone in timeout. Where in Wisconsin are you? Central Wisconsin. Bethany, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Saturday in South Carolina. That is not South Carolina. That's South Carolina. Start at Saturday at 1 a.m. A few scattered showers. Gets a little lighter as we go into the early morning hours. We do have a broken system that moves throughout the afternoon into the overnight hours. So I would say yes, very likely to see some sort of rain in South Carolina on Saturday. Tomball, Texas, you are good to go, I believe. I'll look it up just to double check, but I think you guys are good. Yeah, I do think that most of this is going to stay to the north of you. So you guys shouldn't see the effects of it. If you do, it'll be nothing too significant. Probably some small hail, light damaging winds. Do you have any children? Absolutely not. Waco just wants to play with our feelings. Yeah, that's kind of what Waco does. You're going to be like in between the two threats we have today. What's your cat's name? If you're talking about the one I posted on Twitter earlier, that cat's name is Chip. Heather, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We'll take a look at Ohio. Bring the good old her back over. I do believe, yeah, you guys are, I think, just barely inside the marginal risk tomorrow. We can see there's basically just a few scattered showers that pop up in a northern side of a mesoscale convective system that comes through. This does have the opportunity, I think, to reach off further to the north, so it may even reach further than our current marginal risk, but it's not going to be overly significant. I don't expect to see any tornadoes out of it, and everything just closed. Wow. Amazing. Hold on here, guys, while I open up literally every single thing. Why would my computer do that to me? Just out of spite. Alright, Sylvia, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I've heard Max say PDS, what other types of storms there are. So there's your normal storms, which are just your base warning. There's your considerable storms, which are sort of in between base and PDS. And then there are your destructive storms. Those are the ones with your PDS tag on them. We see these sort of tiered warning systems with every sort of warning now, whether it's your tornado warning, your severe thunderstorm warning, flash flood warnings, just all sorts of warnings. They all have these tiers now. Tor E is worse than PDS. Yes, Tor E is basically the most dangerous warning that one could find themselves in their entire life. Still missing some of my tabs. There they are. Silly computer. Yeah, well, I can zoom in on Woodlands, Texas. The main storm is off to your south, so shouldn't be anything in the Woodlands proper, or not off to your south, off to your east. So it shouldn't be anything in the Woodlands proper that's concerning, and it's basically moved through you. Green County, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Sample M, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We'll pull the her back up and talk about what we can expect overnight in Pennsylvania. We have a few storms around there. They're going to move out basically all the way up until midnight, and then right around midnight, they're going to be fully moved out of the way. Does it look like Ardmore, Oklahoma will get hit? Take a look. The her is putting in the hours today. So basically, the storms that we have in Texas right now are going to form into a little bit more of a line, as well as some convection that's associated with an outflow boundary here. And we'll just see this boom up, and it'll basically, at some point tonight, affect the entire state of Oklahoma. It's going to be the most severe right around that 3 to 4 p.m. hour, or 3 to 4 a.m. hours. And this does have a small tornado threat, as well as a slight risk for hail and wind. We'll take a look at Ohio. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Actually, let's just go ahead and take a look at the whole U.S. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying this is the GFS. So, it's not the most accurate when it comes to... Wow, I think I want to be a little bit more zoomed in than that. It's not the most accurate when it comes to composite reflectivity, but it does sort of give you an idea of where we could expect to see storms. Time in the upper left-hand corner. Looks like Friday afternoon, we have that line moving through that we have our slight risk for, and that quickly dissipates before moving off towards the east coast. And then we basically go into an omega block pattern. There's going to be some scattered convection down here in the south, a couple of scattered showers in the northeast as well. For the most part, we're not going to actually see anything severe for quite some time. And that is at fault of this... what we call an omega block, where we see this area of high pressure move into a majority of the U.S. It effectively just stops all low pressure systems from occurring. And when there's no low pressure system, there's not really any widespread convection. Did Pettis get slapped by Nightbot again? And this is actually like going to continue for quite some time. We're just going to see like almost no severe weather for a good amount of May, at least what the GFS is looking like right now. This is like the only thing that could try to do something if we get enough moisture to work its way. Wow, that's a very large pen. If we get enough moisture to work its way into this area here, we could have a localized outbreak in Dixie Alley. None other than the Dixie Alley. What's up, Vera? Anything for Canada? Canada, you're basically chilling. We could go take a look at Canada, though. We do have this front here, which is a stationary front, and there's literally no convection along this front as of right now. We also have a another front that's causing far more rain in other portions of Canada. I know interrogation files is from this area, so we're going to go ahead and lock in over here. Bro is in the precipitation hole, although there is still widespread precipitation in the area. Canadian radars look so different than US radars, and it's weird. It's time to stop. Stop what? Yeah, GFS stands for Global Forecasting System. I've been pinged on the Discord. Ah, it is Pettis complaining about being timed out by Nightbot. L. Pettis. Nightbot is basically prime King Von. I don't know if I'd go that far. basically prime King Vaughn. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. By the way, guys, the main cause of an outbreak on Tuesday would be the fact that Max is graduating. That basically just artificially inflates the chances of there being an outbreak just because Max will be gone. Do you have any tips for an artist? Draw from the heart. W Stream, thank you so much, King. Can O Block go to sleep? O Block can go to sleep. You're safe on 63rd. What's your question, Gunter? Smithville, Texas, you can go to sleep. Austin/San Antonio are always located or included in the outlooks, but the storms fizzle out right before they arrive to us. Why do the storm overlords hate us? Rufus, I was in a moderate risk the other day, and I saw a scattered rain shower. There was a tornado 20 miles that way. There was a tornado 20 miles that way. No tornado here. Which obviously a good thing, but like an EF0, and apparently it was like decent to look at and barely did any damage. I feel you. Chicago is probably going to be pretty good over May, honestly. There might be like 1 or 2 severe weather days, but it's mostly going to be chill. How's it going, Skuzuki? Skuzuki? What's the tornado risk for southwestern Oklahoma tonight? 2% from the SPC, but I do think it'll be slightly higher than that. How's it going, Kaylee? Dilly, Texas. I just realized my radar is still not in the right spot. There is indeed some storms very slowly making their way towards you. These storms are probably moving at like 5 miles an hour. What does it say here? Not even 5 miles an hour. Nearly stationary. Jessica, thanks so much for becoming a 2% channel member. Beth, how's it going? Kaylee, I said your name again. Boom, twice. Bang. Kilauea is erupting live. I wish I could watch that. Gunther, Max. Totally Max. Bro, Nightbot is sassy tonight. Nightbot is off his rocker. Who's winning the Miami Grand Prix? Probably Oscar Piastri. Not weather related, but what is one goofy things your cat do? Sleep on my pillow. Like, that's my pillow. Why are you sleeping on it? Specifically when I'm trying to sleep, too. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat, by the way. College Station, you guys have the northern edge of a severe thunderstorm. Not a severe thunderstorm, a special weather statement warned, or I guess outlooked? I don't know. Something like that. Thunderstorm coming through. Ohio, you guys are good for the night. Armadillo, Texas, you guys are basically chilling at this point. Storms have basically made their way through. Bitbite, I want Max to win. I just don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. The McLaren's a rocket ship. Trust me, I want Max to win. I have just about every single piece of Max merch one could possibly have on their desk, on my desk. I even have the 1/24 World Championship model on my desk. This one's huge. Like, this is not a small car on my desk. So as much as I want to win, as much as I want Max to win, not Max velocity, but Max Verstappen. Max speed, if you will. Is cheese curd Oklahoma good to, or is cheese curd okay to sleep? Yes. I read okay as Oklahoma. Wow. Nicholas, there could be some severe weather on Tuesday, but too early to know for sure. Jessica, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. How's Ardmore, Oklahoma looking over the night? You guys are going to see this line of storms. If radars. This line of storms will strengthen and move off in your general direction into the 3 or 4 a.m. hours. It should be starting its weakening phase by the time it gets to you, but it's possible that you could see some severe weather. I wish they used this radar site and didn't just give them a radar tower for them to not use it. Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds here near Epes, Louisiana. This includes West Carroll, Morehouse, Richland, and East Carroll. Those towns or parishes? Honestly, don't know. But yeah, severe thunderstorm warning, a considerable one at that for your region if you are watching. We are up to 7 severe warnings. And got the memory glitch. Hard reset your computer? No, literally, I have enough RAM. Like, I have 30 gigabytes of RAM left whenever Chrome does that thing, and it still just says I'm out of memory on YouTube chat, which, like, there's memory there. Chrome's just terrible at managing RAM. Killeen, Texas, these storms are getting ever so closer to you. Almost, actually, in that new severe thunderstorm warning that's issued, this storm is moving northeast at 15 miles per hour, producing ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. GFS model, Midwest, 10 days from now. We can look at it, but I'm going to preface this by saying it's the GFS 10 days out. Probably not going to be accurate. And this looks like a massive block, meaning that nothing interesting will be going on in this entire region at all. Or this entire region. Also nothing interesting, just a whole lot of nothing. As much as I hate to say it, I think this May is going to be a greatly below average. Good thing, but not very fun when you rely on weather for entertainment. Crazy coffee. My dad's a principal. Pettis, I'm gonna send you something funny on Discord. Take a look at that, Pettis. Crazy coffee. What'd you say? I see people responding to you. Oh yeah. No, rest assured. It's quite busy for him right now. Dry storms, please. Dry storms are fire magnets. Dry storms are never a good thing. I'm in detention from Max. What does that even mean? Pettis, you should post that low key. What looks the most concerning to you? Probably right here in the most unchaseable terrain. We're probably going to see like some super photogenic wall or water spout associated with our MCS. Mistro Mickey Mouse. Guys, it's that time. Max is in chat. Everyone needs to spam LMAX. The best time of the night. The LMAX spam. You're all banned. Guys, we just got mass banned from the Max Velocity live stream. Oh god, Will realize that he's a mod and he can spam. Damn. Max, my dad just said LMAX. Can we unmod Will? Probably not. You love us, Max? He does. Bro, Max just logged into my YouTube studio and turned on subscribers only mode for 59 years or longer. That is wild. Okay, now we really need LMAX in chat. Bro just killed our chat. This dude turned on subscriber mode of 59 years or longer. We all got banned. I can't even type in my own channel. How does one even come up with a concept to do that? 59 years? Dang, only 20 years short of how old Max is. James with the $2 super chat. W Max? I don't know, man. That didn't seem very W if you ask me. I need perms for that? Absolutely not, Will. Well, if you had YouTube Studio perms, I'd wake up to some, like, top 10 video being posted on my channel. Quabi? Maybe, but it wouldn't be severe, that's for sure. College Station, you have this special weather statement storm heading into your area. They did reissue that special weather statement. Not a lot going on severe weather-wise. Probably just gusty winds and very small hail. Yep, 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. Any bad weather lately? Yeah, we actually had a decent tornado today and a 0%, or I guess a less than 2% tornado risk. Banning everyone is 5'3" behavior, bro. I've been saying Max is 5'3", and no one's been believing me. I think that just proves it. Guys, if we spam that Max is 5'3" enough across all social media platforms, Google will probably end up saying that he's 5'3" within enough time. And he's about to put the chat into a 53-year subscriber mode. Max is 4'11". See, now that's misinformation because he's 5'3". How's it going, Jaw? Did we get a new mesoscale discussion? We might have. Oh, I don't have TweetDeck open. That's what I'm missing. We actually do have a mesoscale discussion from quite some time ago that we haven't talked about yet. So we'll go ahead and throw that on the screen. We've been talking about this basically all day now, but yeah, severe thunderstorm watch incoming from Oklahoma associated with this line of storms moving off in your direction. So get ready for that in Oklahoma. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning, including Happy, Texas, up here near Amarillo. We got a 1.2 inch hail report. I would not be shocked if this storm's producing hail larger than that. Quarter-sized hail is involved in this new warning. Who drives the ball further? Max does. But I'm still better. Lower handicap. Okay, well you win, but that doesn't count. You've played more golf. There's no way Nightbot just deleted your message, Crazy Dallas. Nightbot is on a rampage. We need another max velocity golf stream. I might be going out there this June. We might play. I'll play terrible though because I won't have my clubs because I'm not flying my clubs on an airplane. But might do it. Pettis asked, "Can I please get my Nashville forecast?" Yeah, we can forecast the next few minutes in Nashville. So as you can see, there's nothing on radar. So you are good for at least the next 5 to 10 minutes. Hopefully that sorts everything out for the Nashville area. Tomorrow? I don't know, Pettis. I don't know, man. Do you deserve a forecast for tomorrow? But Pettis, let's keep it a buck. We're probably gonna see storms absolutely gap you. That's the Petus luck. Almighty Petus. W. Petus. There's a service that advertising flying your clubs and delivering that at your destination hassle-free. Yeah, but probably not cost-free. Power of Pedis. There are no tornadoes in Texas right now, DJ. You're definitely in the latter hours of this severe weather outbreak. Max, are you still here? Or are you watching darts? Or did you miss darts? Or is darts tomorrow? The sus hour? I think we're basically through sus hour at this point. Crazy Dallas, thank you so much for the $1 super chat, and congrats on your 1/10th super chat of all time. You forgot about darts? Oh no. You have to tell me who won. What's darts? Quite literally, like throwing darts at a dartboard. Vicky, geomagnetic storms do not affect weather. What is sus hour? Sus hour is when right around the time the sun goes down, we see an increase in the 850 millibar jet stream, or I guess wind speeds, and that's basically what turns thunderstorms and gives them the ability to produce tornadoes. So around sus hour, when we see these winds increase, we normally see every single storm that could produce a tornado in a 1 to 2 hour period. Guys, we are at 20,857 subscribers. We already owe interrogation files a gritty. We'll do that gritty either when we hit 21,000 subscribers or at the end of stream. Subscribing is free, and it's the best way to support the channel and get a notification next time I'm here yapping so we can all yap together. By the way, this Ridge wallet, I don't know if you guys like have one of these. Literally the best fidget in the world. Just sit here sliding the cards back and forth. I've been doing this all day. Shout out to my girlfriend for getting me this for my birthday. Why are the bots so aggressive? I literally have the bots on like slow, like chillax mode too. College Station, you guys are chilling. No tornado in College Station. The main portion of that storm going through College Station has already gone through College Station. Welcome in, Michelle. Sorry, guys, just responding to some messages. New severe thunderstorm warning near Killeen, Texas for ping pong ball sized hail and 50-mile-per-hour winds. I bet you this is like moving at 10 miles an hour, nearly stationary. Oh, 20 miles per hour. So close. For the hazards for Oklahoma, all hazards are possible. However, our tornado threat is basically squeezed into this little area near the Red River. Just like a general update, guys, we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings here. A few here, one in Louisiana, one other one here. That is it right now. So that's why we're so zoomed in on Texas and just watching Texas. Max said I was in my 50s. It's funny because he's in his 70s. Box, thanks so much for the $10 super chat. How's Central Oklahoma looking tonight? Central Oklahoma is going to see this MCS that we currently have in Texas slowly work its way through. The main tornado threat is going to be down here where we see these new showers pop up. Well, we just have the leftovers sort of make their way through the central part. Eventually, these two systems will come together and weaken around the early morning hours. Are you all able to tell the population counts in specific warnings? They actually put the population account or the population amount on Twitter, like in the warning graphics. I can show you one of those warning graphics. So this is obviously not a current tornado warning because we have 0 tornado warnings right now, but they post these graphics, and within the graphics it says the population. Like this one, a population with 3. Dad, tell Mom there's auroras right now. I don't know if it's clear there. But if there is, you can probably see the northern lights. Jameer, thank you so much for the Jam Jr. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We can look at the velocities in Kempner, Texas. Basically no radar for this area, but I think a lot of what we are seeing here is hail contamination. So not a real velocity couplet, it's just a little bit contaminated and showing false information. Not necessarily false information, just inaccurate, overdone data. The radar south of Killeen is down right now. That's why the dot is red. What causes radar contamination? Hail just sort of scatters the bead or the radar beam all over the place, and it just makes it all sorts of sloppy and everything. Probably not gorilla hail, Aaron. There's not even a real definition for gorilla hail. There might be some hail, but I wouldn't say gorilla hail. Midwest, it's not required, but I think somewhere down there after you subscribe, there's a join button that pops up somewhere. If you click that join button, that's where you can become a channel member. Big 9 music tomorrow? Is Owatonna gonna win, or did Owatonna fall off? Why do some storms produce tornadoes and others don't? Simply because some storms are literally just in a better environment for tornadoes. There's so many perfect, or not perfect, like specific conditions that have to come together perfectly in order for a tornado to occur, and some storms just have more of the things it needs. The more stuff you have that are favorable, like dew points, temperature, moisture, I guess that's the same basically, moisture, temperature, spin in the atmosphere, energy in the atmosphere, there's a whole bunch of different stuff that goes into it. This isn't officially stationary, actually. It is technically moving, just very, very slowly. How much would you charge if you wanted graphics done? I don't know. It takes me a lot of time. Probably like 12 cents. Probably the value of my art. Does Cape affect storms a lot? Yes, Cape is like one of the most needed and required things in order for storms to be able to produce. Colleen, you guys have a severe thunderstorm warning that, or a severe thunderstorm that should just barely slip off to your south. At least the main portion of the hail tonight should slip off to your south. You're still gonna get some, but the large stuff should miss you. Southwest of Cincinnati. I don't think we got anything going on here. Yeah, it's basically pretty clear. We have a few showers, but these will definitely not be severe. We have more showers going on here near Kentucky, south of Pikeville. Ghost Century? I don't know, man. I think Century's mad overrated, and they always beat us in golf, so. No way we're still sending L Max in the chat. Max is probably still watching darts. Are we not all from Colleen? I don't know, actually. Actually, we haven't done this yet. Where is everyone from? The tippy canoe, Cape is basically a measure of the, instability, not instability. It's like the energy available for a thunderstorm to exist. It's measured in joules per kilogram. The more Cape there is, the more energy there is for a storm to use and take advantage of. Argentina, that's wild. Australia is wild. From the UK is wild. Puerto Rico. Colleen didn't get any hail earlier. I saw some reports out of Colleen. Estonia. Zimbabwe. Somehow doubt that you're from Zimbabwe. The storm near Colleen is moving east, north. It's like moving east northeast, but very, very, very slowly. Guys, I know we hit 20,000 subscribers yesterday, but we are now 75 subscribers away from the 21,000 mark. By the way, for anyone wondering about darts, which I know nobody's wondering about darts, but Max said that Price had a 5-3 comeback in round one. Will these storms make it down to Austin? These storms are actually moving away from Austin. You just unsubscribed? Can't be. Not even possible. If you're typing in chat, you didn't unsubscribe. Got him. How's it going, Dragon of Texas? Welcome in. Watching darts would be like watching grass grow. I'll give it to Max. There are some stuff in darts that are actually fun to watch. Christopher Jones, thanks so much for the $3 super chat. You didn't have to do that. Watching paint dry. Guys, you better watch out. Max is going to put chat in a 59-year slow mode again. Jam Jr., thanks so much for becoming a 2% channel member. Killeen, Texas. Nothing going on in Killeen proper right now. Temple, you guys can go to sleep. A make survivor, good for you. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. What's room temperature? 70 degrees, right? Dog is barking. Drew, I do not think there's a hook on this storm. Darts fans can go to sleep. So you're probably looking at storms sometime after 3 a.m. At least the severe portion, or possibly severe portion. What kind of dog do you have? Golden Doodle. We were able to see the bats on radar. $1,000 likes. He's right. Guys, thank you so much for 1,000 likes on the stream. 4-digit likes is always insane, no matter what the stream is. Who the heck donated $400? The greatest person of all time. Interrogation Files. Interrogation Files is here blowing us out of the water with support literally every single stream. He's been here for like the last, I don't even know. Well, last like 2-3 weeks, every single time. He's the GOAT. Killeen, Texas, go to sleep. Yeah, guys, Interrogation Files has his own channel. Go subscribe to him. Share the love. Interrogation Files, we are 32 subscribers away, 31 subscribers away from getting your gritty. Already subscribed? That's also a W. Amarillo, you guys can go to sleep. Storms are through you guys up there. Southeast Oklahoma, you're going to see some potentially severe storms. Wow. Potentially severe storms come through much, much later. Closer to like 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. Tulsa is basically the same thing. Driving in the rains is scary, dude. Wisconsin drivers in the rain are bad. I'm like Max when pronouncing things. Hey, I'm much better than Max. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Snow at night is the worst to drive in. Honestly, I think rain is worse than snow when it comes to driving at night. Wausau, Wisconsin. I can definitely pronounce Wausau. Guys, we are 8 subscribers away. David, thanks so much for the what was that? Thanks so much for the Venmo donation. Unsub? Unsub is wild. Yeah, let's get back down to 20,000 subscribers. 21,000. Am I grittying or is my dad grittying? Which one of us is grittying for 21,000 subscribers? Both? We have to pick one or... Oh, you gritty at 25k? Yeah, no. Just walk away at 21k? Both? We can have my dad grittying at 25k. I can't believe we're falling victim to the max effect. Making people gritty. Pretty good if you ask me. Much better than Max's. The cute traffic cone? No way. Camera's tossing. Camera's small. Camera fits. Karen takes over to the $5 super chat. Let me go ahead and pull up the HRRR real quick. It's not the 0Z. That's the 0Z. Friday, we're going to have this line of severe storms move through Alabama tomorrow night. And then basically going to be pretty calm on Sunday. We may see a few scattered showers pop up on the backside of this Sunday, but not nearly as considerable as Saturday. Yeah, I know where Mobile is. I was just kind of locking in on literally every single possible area in Alabama. Everyone say goodnight to my dad. On his way to go sleep. If I get 100k subs, you will give me $500. I don't think I'm gonna hit 100k subs tonight. Maybe eventually, but definitely not tonight. Illinois, you guys are big chilling today. Nothing severe in Illinois anymore. Fort Hood so they can bomb storms away. I think you probably actually caused more storms with a bomb than less storms. You need some smooth jazz? We need background music. I just have not created a list of non-DMCA music. I have a music subscription, but I haven't created a playlist on it yet. We did teach Max how to say Owatonna finally. We haven't taught him how to say ramen yet apparently, but we'll work on ramen. Ain't no ramen. Yeah, Raymond was absolutely diabolical. I tried to fix it. You can't say I didn't. Yeah, he said ramen instead of ramen. Shouldn't be any tornado sirens going off anywhere. Don't have any tornado warnings. Just severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas and one over in Louisiana. Around the Epps area. By the way, guys, I think the plan here is to stay live until we get our new severe thunderstorm watch for Oklahoma, because it should happen here relatively shortly. Once we get that, we'll go ahead and relay that and get off. Cherokee is bad too. Can't even say it wrong. Teach him to say Tupelo. People tell me I say Tupelo wrong, but I swear it is Tupelo. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Tupelo. Also, I think yesterday was like Louisville. I was like, oh my lord. Everyone knows you have to say Louisville like you don't know what vowels are. You gotta rip a little Louisville. Tupelo is what I'm saying. That's definitely correct. Are we talking about Tupelo or Louisville? It ain't no Louisville, that's for sure. The Cherokee is just wild. How's it going, Gina? They see Nathan Salina versus Selena. I hear it both ways. I say Salina. OKC, you are definitely going to get in on the rain tonight. Salina. See, we were right. Cape Girardeau. I feel like that one I'll get in trouble for, but I think pretty sure it's Cape Girardeau. Yeah, Kiowa. Like, I feel like that one's obvious. It's just like K and then Iowa. Kiowa. I'm seeing more and more pictures come out of this tornado earlier, and oh my lord, was it beautiful. Correct way to say Dibble. Dibble. New severe thunderstorm warning here. Looks like a storm traveling to the south. Yeah, moving south at 35 miles per hour. Quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Correct way to say hello? Come on now. New severe thunderstorm warning here south of Killeen as well. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning with 2-inch hail now. I wonder if that, yeah, radar indicated 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We've kind of been watching the storm blow up on the backside over the last few hours. You need a Max versus Riley Town pronunciation. Yes. DC, big chillin' tomorrow. Chad, I would say we're probably going to see like one random tornado somewhere tomorrow, but I literally don't know where to like pick out specifically. Guys, we are almost up to 20,000 views on tonight's stream again. 20,000 views for like 9 severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas is wild. Denton, you can go to bed. We've definitely talked about Denton a couple of times. Got our new watch yet? I don't think we've seen our new watch up here in Oklahoma. Surprise. I would have thought we've seen it by now. I have no idea why we'd be sounding sirens in Killeen. Waco good to go to sleep, for sure. Tulsa, Oklahoma, you'll have a line of severe thunderstorms moving through tomorrow morning. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Killeen now. Actually, Killeen proper is involved in this. 1.25 inch, that's $half sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. What are the black patches and the purple? That's just my color table. It shows blacks instead of purples and pinks like a few other people's normally do. Tornado warning on base. I see no tornado warnings. I got 3 radars pulled up and NWS Tornado on Twitter. What's that red dot south of Temple? This is the radar tower that's not working. If it was working, that dot would be gray. Northern Afghanistan? No idea. I don't even know if there's a model that properly models northern Afghanistan. Oh, Lorraine, when a storm is moving southeast, the hook will still be in the same spot that we're used to seeing it. Something like this. It'll just have a different motion vector and the storm will be moving slightly in a different direction. Yeah, I still don't see a tornado warning anywhere. Trust me, if there's a warning, I'd get it. It'd be above my head. This everything here would be red. The counter would say 1. There's no tor possible for any of these storms as well, so probably not going to be a tornado. You program Nightbot to be sassy? Dude, I didn't do anything to Nightbot. I have it turned down, and it's just that sassy. I just need to turn it off. Belton, Texas, thanks for the $5 super chat. Let me pull you guys up real quick. These storms will probably move towards you over the next few hours. They'll still probably a good hour out. We'll be producing some smaller hail by then. Hopefully. I mean, there's always a chance in Texas that things could produce way more hail than we're expecting, but just some hail and gusty winds. No tornado threat there. We did just get a new thunderstorm warning back up here near Happy, Texas. I feel like Happy, Texas has been under a severe thunderstorm warning for like literally ever. We've been live for an hour and 21 minutes now, and we've talked about these guys like 4 times. It is for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. I really do think we're going to get that watch for Oklahoma soon. Don't really know what they're waiting for. Yeah, I keep hearing reports of sirens going off on base. Definitely do not have a tornado warning, so I don't know if they're sounding them for a considerable severe thunderstorm warning or what. Yeah, it's definitely a quiet night for tornadoes. We had the one earlier that prompted Max to go live, and since then, other than that storm producing for like that half-hour to an hour window there on and off, we've had literally nothing. Guys, we just crossed 20,000 views on today's live stream. Thank you guys so much for 20,000 views. I don't have any traffic cameras from Texas. All the traffic cameras on Texas, Marcus, are picture cams, not actually cameras. Like a video camera. Andrea, you can probably go to sleep. Basically, everyone can go to sleep at this point. All 2,572 of you who are watching right now, you guys can go to sleep. Yeah, one day we'll have picture support on the camera. Crafter, you don't have to go to sleep, I guess. Hey, I'm not saying you have to go to sleep. I'm just telling you guys you can go to sleep if you want to. You're in Australia, it's 1 p.m. Yeah, you gotta go to sleep. That's past your bedtime now. Come on. I don't know how much longer we can stall waiting for this dang severe thunderstorm watch. Reported tornado in Briggs, Texas. If they reported a tornado, we should see it pop up on radar as a tornado report, and it doesn't look like we have any tornado reports on any of our storms in Texas at this point in time. Any reports of hail damage or whatever from the last hour show up on my radar. This is the live radar in San Antonio. Austin, you guys are under a risk, but you guys should not see storms tonight. Ray, we'll do those eventually for sure. Thoughts on Lil Tecca? Pretty gas. We just got our new NATO cast run for the day. Little 5% there over Bowling Green, Kentucky. Other than that, a little widespread 2%. Yeah, guys, I can't show Radar Omega cameras yet, so I have to work something out with Radar Omega to be able to do that. Caden, thanks for... Wow. Caden, thank you so much for becoming a 10 hatched channel member. And James Petus got snapped by Nightbot. Katrina, I'm not seeing any reports of a confirmed tornado anywhere. If you guys are like seeing reports of that, go ahead and send me those. Tag me on Twitter at Simco12WX. And bro just got slapped by Nightbot again. Dude doesn't learn? Yeah, the Briggs tornado was hours ago. We have more storms in the area. Not producing a tornado. Yeah, 757. That is me. Frisco, Texas. You guys should be chilling tonight. San Antonio, that storm's moving south, so you guys are good to go to sleep in San Antonio. SIM code 12 is a code that still works in the Fortnite shop. You looking for P? Hold on, I need to grab my cat, guys. Where is this severe thunderstorm watch? They're just like, haha, joke's on you, no more severe thunderstorm watch. Like this warning, this one's in effect for another 23 minutes. This storm is almost into the area where we will need a severe thunderstorm watch. In fact, if I had to guess, the winds are already out to here, although majority of those are not severe winds. Yeah, an 80% chance of a watch is basically like they're gonna issue a watch if they issue 80% watch probs on an MCD. Dan, you're actually not under a watch for a severe thunderstorm. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning in Killeen. This radar is working now. It is? Wow. Look at that. Radar Omega just hasn't updated the color of the dot. We can look at this storm up close and see if that rotation, yeah, no rotation on this. I do not see that severe thunderstorm watch. That a hook? This is not a hook. Well, it technically is a hook, but it's not a tornadic hook. Not everything that looks like a hook is going to produce a tornado. No tornado reported going into Killeen. Wonder when this came back online. 7... like 10 minutes ago. Ding dong is safe, Will. Tornado chance for OKC, low, but probably not zero. Probably like 0.5 to 1%. Matt, my best guess would be Lagoti, but I feel like that's probably not right. Max would say Luguti. I'd say Lagoti. Probably very wrong though. Tosca, no tornado reports or warnings for Clean. Lagoti? Basically what I said, right? I don't even remember what I said, honestly. Drizzling near Austin, take shelter now. No, kidding. Safe in Austin. How would I say Niagara Falls? Niagara Falls? Like, that one's pretty straightforward, is it not? I said it right? Dang, look at me go. On lock. Austin, you guys can go to sleep. This power shower should not affect you guys very much. Favorite brand of bottled water? Smart water, but mostly just like anything besides Dasani, because Dasani is terrible. Well, that town that you just sent me is definitely safe. Favorite rapper? Dude, I don't even know. Kidding. Juice World, of course. Listening to him right now. Listening to unreleased Juice World, actually. Fortunately, I can't share that with you guys. I would get copyright striked. Dasani tastes like licking straight dirt. Honestly, I think it's worse than that. What's with the hate on Dasani? It's terrible. Tastes bad. Not enjoyable to drink. Jacksboro, Texas. Unless you guys are up here, like in this very specific region, you guys are not under any tornado risk. In fact, this storm that people were saying that there was a tornado on, you can see the giant outflow boundary on it, so definitely no tornado on it, which we've been saying all night, but we'll say it again. Some of the messages you guys send. What's an outflow boundary? So the outflow boundary is the cold air falling off the back of a thunderstorm, getting wrapped around the thunderstorm and pushed out the front side. So you guys see like a shelf cloud, like that giant cloud that looks all crazy that hangs down from a thunderstorm? That's normally associated with an outflow boundary storm. Or a storm with an outflow boundary, or just that has outflow in general. Nate, tomorrow is not like concerning as a whole, but just because of how large the risk is and how many storms there are, there will probably be a tornado warning somewhere. But yeah. All right, someone just tagged me in a tweet from CBS chief meteorologist or CBS Austin chief meteorologist saying 2 minutes ago that there was a tornado warning. There's not a tornado warning, so I don't know what that meteorologist is on about, but clearly does not look at the same warnings and storms that the rest of us do, because there is zero chance that there's any storm in Austin that could produce a tornado right now or is producing a tornado. And there's definitely no National Weather Service issued tornado warning. So if you see that tweet, ignore it, because no way. Bro, where is this severe thunderstorm watch? Like, bruh, we're gonna lose all our severe thunderstorm warnings before we even get our watch. Other than these ones up here, because this system's strengthening. We're gonna be chalked. If they issue a tornado warning in Austin, I'll like shave my head. I don't know. That obviously, like, yeah, just no. Where the best threat be for tornadoes tomorrow? Honestly, it's just gonna be so random and scattered, I don't even know. It's dead, bro. Go to bed. We're waiting for the watch. And also, if you were a proper meteorologist, you know that it's actually gonna pick up later, and you wouldn't be saying that it's dead. Actually, there's no tornado in Killeen right now. This storm is not trying to rotate. Wonder what the SPC is cooking on this watch. Dude, so do I. We should have the watch out by now. James, what are you on about? Like, my lord. We are all tornadoes in our own minds. Yeah, how about them Wolves? Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. So much for Lakers in 5. Pistons blew it tonight. That is classic Pistons right there. They didn't delete that mesoscale discussion. They just allowed it to expire. It expired 3 minutes ago. Shot by Jay Allen. Not attacking the Pistons. Pistons can struggle. Just like the Timberwolves anytime they play the Thunder. Little Dinosaur, thanks for the $5 super chat. Favorite NFL team? Green Bay Packers. Yeah, the Pistons even making the playoffs this year is so insane. Boo, we must have a Vikings fans. The Bears, sorry on your loss. Sorry for your loss. Or losses, I should say. C-Bands, I doubt that they're just going to like not issue a watch for this. They're probably just going to wait some time. Football is PDS? What does that even mean? The Vikings? Hey, congrats on your super... Oh, my bad. PDS hairline warning for LeBron. PDS hairline warning for max velocity. You want to ask? Dude, you can ask about weather. It's just everyone else got bored of me talking about clean for an hour and 41 minutes while we're waiting for this dang watch to come out. But we can obviously talk about weather. That is what we're here for. Vikings take it home? No shot. Any tsunamis on Lake Michigan? More than less likely, no. Volcano season about to go crazy. Roger, Arkansas, you guys are good to go to sleep. Hayden, probably not any more snow in Canada. Guys, we're giving him 9 more minutes to issue this watch, and then we're getting off. Because what in the world? I know what's going to happen. We're going to get off after waiting for the watch to get issued, and then like within 2 seconds of us getting off, boom, watch. Muskogee, good to go to sleep. Yeah. We can take a look at Canada interrogation files. Big chilling. Few scattered showers. Honestly look like lake effect showers, especially these ones over here. Tippecanoe says the sirens on base probably went off for training in the field due to severe weather rolling through. Indiana has the same policy. See that? Now that would make sense. Because there wasn't a tornado warning, but I mean, gotta practice. The drought is fierce here in Minnesota. I thought you guys just got out of the drought. Isabel, no matter where you are, you can go to sleep. Have a way to receive weather warnings just in case, though. That does not include tornado sirens. Brandon James Max's troll account? That'd be hilarious. I don't think Max has a troll account, even though Max does have about 50 YouTube channels. Fun fact, by the way. Seven minutes. Hell, they either issue the watch or don't. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Beautiful place. I don't know the weather there, though. I'll keep it honest there. As Max would say, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the weather. Radar Omega or Radar Scope. When I am on my computer like this, 110% Radar Omega. If I'm storm chasing, Radar Scope, just because it literally only loads radar data, so it loads quicker and uses less data. D-bands, I've never used WeatherWise just because it's not free to use on computer. And I mean, Radar Omega isn't either, but Radar Omega is what I use. So I'd have never tried out WeatherWise. Honestly, I'm not like giant on their presentation. It just seems a little like sloppy to me, but obviously they're a new app and they may get better, so or they probably will get better. Radar Omega was in the same boat they were in at one time. What is the Culver's order? A kid's meal for $7.28. Yeah, Brett, the browser site for Weatherwise is pretty slow, it seems like. Their phone app and computer app, from what I've heard, is much quicker. Why a kid's meal? Because it's cheaper, bro. More important things in the world to spend money on than Culver's. How slow is this storm moving? Which one, CW? Dude, this storm's got 4 minutes on it. Or this. The SPC has 4 minutes to issue a watch. Haven't had anything going on. Storm's almost into Mexico, and it looks like it's almost sub-severe as well. Of course, we still have our must-have warning near Happy, Texas. And this storm that's warned almost moving outside of our severe thunderstorm watch, which means we should issue a new severe thunderstorm watch. They might issue it right at 10 p.m. too, or 11 p.m. Central Time. If you have never heard of Freddy's, Reese Car, I have used my radar. It's probably my favorite weather app for like not in-depth radar. Actually, when I'm storm chasing, I stream on my radar. You can see me in my radar anytime we're live streaming. Just like you're used to seeing chasers in Radar Omega, you can see me chase in my radar. So download the My Radar app. They just announced the watch. Please. I don't see it on the NWS Twitter yet. JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Literally the first time Max and I talked was in Twitter DMs, and I'm pretty sure I was making fun of him. Like friendly, like jokingly. Come on, SPC. You don't have Culver's in Canada? Okay, but you do have Tim Hortons. That kind of makes up for it. Story, the soonest we chase is April 16th. Or not April. May 16th, when I'm not in college anymore. For this semester. I still don't see the watch. Let me check somewhere. Select a room. Storm Prediction Center. Last thing I see from the Storm Prediction Center was a cancellation of Watch 206. This is what the beautiful IEM website looks like that has a bunch of this super fast information on it, which is crazy that we live in the 21st century, and we're using HTML for a website with all this quick, fast information on it. I was right, by the way. 11 p.m. Just issued the watch. Look at that. Bang. It's not loaded yet. Threat of tornadoes is low. Threat of significant tornadoes very low. Severe wind is moderate. 65 plus knot winds is low, and then moderate for both hail. Here's the graphic on that watch. So this includes areas like Clinton, Altus, Childress. Actually, Childress, you're not in it. Ardmore, Oklahoma City, McAllister. You guys are all in this severe thunderstorm watch that is valid until 7 a.m. In terms of timing, we're going to see storms reach Oklahoma City around 2 a.m., Tulsa around 4 a.m., and then they should be out of the watch by 5 a.m. Guys over here, you're basically going to see these storms pretty soon, and I want to stress that what storms look like on radar right now is not what they're going to look like by the time they reach areas like Ardmore and Oklahoma City. They are going to be stronger, they're going to be more significant, and you're going to have to pay more attention to them. Now, that doesn't mean you guys don't need to go to sleep. You guys are more than easy to or more than welcome to go to sleep. Just make sure you have a way to get warnings, whether it's a combination of a weather radio and a phone and tornado sirens. Just make sure you guys have a way to receive warnings. Other than that, that's basically all we have to talk about. I'll go ahead and draw the warning or the watch area in here real quick, just so you guys can look to see if you guys are inside that tornado watch. But that's basically it for today. Don't recommend sleeping outside like Charlie Bordeaux just said. But yeah, I have to go talk to Max. We gotta make big super duper plans. So hate to leave you guys so soon, but not planning on streaming tomorrow, just like Max said. But you know how it's been. Weren't planning on streaming today, so assuming we don't stream tomorrow, I'll see you guys probably a week from now. But if we do stream tomorrow, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.